The Great Depression. The 1920s felt like endless prosperity. Stock prices climbed month after month. Everyone wanted in. Factory workers bought shares on credit. Banks loaned money freely. People borrowed to invest, confident they'd make enough profit to repay everything and still get rich. The market seemed invincible, as if wealth could only go up forever. Then, in October 1929, cracks appeared. Prices started falling. Investors panicked and rushed to sell. The selling triggered more selling. Within days, the stock market collapsed completely. Fortunes evaporated. People who thought they were millionaires discovered their wealth was just numbers on paper. Banks had loaned heavily to investors and businesses. When borrowers couldn't repay, banks failed. People rushed to withdraw their savings before their bank collapsed too, which guaranteed it would. Thousands of banks disappeared, taking life savings with them. Businesses closed because they couldn't get loans. Factories shut down. Unemployment exploded to 25%. Families lost homes. Bread lines stretched for blocks. The economic machine that seemed unstoppable ground to a halt. The Depression lasted over a decade, spreading globally. Entire countries fell into poverty. Governments struggled to respond because no one understood how to restart a broken economy. The crash revealed a brutal truth. The prosperity of the 20s was built on borrowed money and inflated confidence. When belief shattered, the wealth underneath vanished because much of it had never actually existed. The Depression didn't destroy value, it exposed how much of it was always just collective imagination. The dot-com bubble. The internet arrived in the 1990s, and it looked like magic. Suddenly, information moved instantly across the planet. Businesses could reach millions of customers without physical stores. Investors saw endless possibility. Any company with a website and a dot-com in its name attracted millions in funding, even if it had never made a single dollar in profit. Money flooded into tech startups. Companies spent fortunes on advertising and expansion, burning through cash to grow as fast as possible. Stock prices soared. A business selling pet food online was valued in the hundreds of millions. Another that delivered groceries was worth billions. None of it mattered that these companies lost money on every sale. Investors believed profits would come eventually, once they dominated the market. The frenzy peaked around 2000. Then, reality arrived. Investors started asking uncomfortable questions. When will these companies actually make money? How will they ever become profitable? The answers were often, we don't know. Panic replaced euphoria. Stock prices plummeted. Companies that were worth billions became worthless overnight. Thousands of startups collapsed. Trillions of dollars evaporated from the market. But something survived. The internet itself kept growing. The infrastructure built during the bubble, the fiber optic cables, the data centers, the technology remained. Companies like Amazon and Google emerged from the wreckage and became giants. The dot-com bubble proved that revolutions are real, but hype inflates faster than value. The internet changed everything, but first it had to survive investors who confused possibility with guaranteed profit.